Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. In the vibrant studios of ITV, where the buzz of anticipation filled the air, the chase stood as a testament to the thrilling interplay of knowledge and entertainment. At its centre was Bradley Walsh, the affable host whose charm and quick wit had endeared him to millions. Opposite him sat Anne Hegarty, the formidable governess, whose sharp intellect and stern demeanour commanded respect. One memorable episode brought together a panel of celebrities, including actor Adam Garcia, for a special edition of the show. The atmosphere was light-hearted, with laughter echoing through the studio as questions ranged from the obscure to the amusing. As the game progressed, a question emerged. The top weekly performer on the Great British Bake Off is often given what title? The answer, of course, was Star Baker. Seizing the moment for a jest, Bradley turned to Anne with a mischievous glint in his eye. "Would you ever consider joining the Bake Off, Annie?" he inquired. Anne, maintaining her characteristic poise, replied, "I don't think so." With a chuckle, Bradley quipped, "Probably because you'd never see the end product." The studio audience reacted with a mix of laughter and gasps. Anne, ever the professional, responded with a smile, "That's a very fair point." However, the jest sparked a flurry of reactions beyond the studio. Viewers took to social media, with some expressing amusement, while others criticized the comment as insensitive. Discussions ignited about the boundaries of humor, especially concerning personal attributes. Anne addressed the situation with grace, stating in an interview, "Bradley and I share a rapport built over years. Our banter is part of the show's charm, and I took no offense." Bradley, reflecting on the incident, remarked, "Comedy is about timing and understanding your audience. It's a learning curve, and I appreciate the feedback." The episode became a catalyst for broader conversations about comedy, respect, and the evolving standards of entertainment. The chase continued to thrive, its essence rooted in the dynamic interplay between host, chaser, and contestant. In the grand tapestry of television history, moments like these serve as reminders of the power of words and the importance of empathy. And as the cameras continued to roll, Bradley and Anne resumed their dance of questions and quips, ever mindful of the impact they wielded. The incident on the chase had stirred a whirlwind of reactions. Social media platforms buzzed with discussions, debates, and a myriad of opinions. Some viewers found the exchange humorous, appreciating the long-standing rapport between Bradley and Anne. Others, however, felt the comment crossed a line, interpreting it as a jab at Anne's physique. Anne Hegarty, known for her resilience and wit, addressed the situation with characteristic grace. In an interview, she stated, "Bradley and I have shared countless moments of banter over the years. This was just another instance of our playful dynamic. No offense was taken." Bradley, reflecting on the incident, remarked, "Comedy is about timing and understanding your audience. It's a learning curve, and I appreciate the feedback." The episode became a catalyst for broader conversations about comedy, respect, and the evolving standards of entertainment. The chase continued to thrive, its essence rooted in the dynamic interplay between host, chaser, and contestant. In the grand tapestry of television history, moments like these serve as reminders of the power of words and the importance of empathy. And as the cameras continued to roll, Bradley and Anne resumed their dance of questions and quips, ever mindful of the impact they wielded. It had been a week since the infamous Bake Off joke aired, and though both Anne Hegarty and Bradley Walsh had addressed the issue with poise and professionalism, the incident refused to fade away quietly. Tabloid headlines ranged from cheeky to condemning, and social media remained split. ITV's PR team was working overtime to keep things balanced. Back at the studio, Bradley arrived earlier than usual. He was met with the usual greetings from the crew, but there was a noticeable shift in the air. He wasn't nervous, het hosted in front of millions, interviewed presidents, and danced with Dalmatians in pantomimes. But something about today was different. He walked into the makeup room where Anne was already seated, flipping through a dog-eared volume of British naval history. "Morning, Governor," he said with a smirk. She looked up over her glasses. Bradley, ready for another round of public shaming. He laughed, rubbing the back of his neck. "I think this time I'll keep my jokes limited to puns about marmalade." She smiled. Smart. Just as they were about to head to set, Bradley was called into the producer's office. Executive producer Sally Jarvis was waiting, arms folded, tablet in hand. "Bradley," she said, "before we roll, we need to be on the same page." "Oh boy," he muttered. "Here it comes." Sally handed him a printed-out tweet from a media watchdog account. It read, "Bradley Walsh needs to remember the difference between cheeky and cheap." He sighed. "I never meant." "I know," Sally interrupted. "But viewers don't always know you like we do. We have to be careful." Then came the kicker. She handed him a card labeled Host Q, reminder. In bold font were the words, "Mind your banter." Bradley chuckled. "That's a bit dramatic, don't you think?" "It's not from me," Sally said, smirking. "It's from upstairs." Bradley raised an eyebrow. "Ah, the 3-word warning, then." He tucked the card into his blazer pocket. "I'll keep it holstered like a Wild West sheriff." Back on the studio floor, the theme music rolled, the audience clapped, and the contestants stepped forward. Bradley introduced the episode with his usual flair, but the sparkle in his eye was slightly more measured. Anne, sitting confidently at her podium, caught his glance and mouthed, "Behave yourself." He nodded dramatically, as if taking an oath. The show began, and question after question flew by. The contestants were a delight. One was a science teacher with a love for 80s pop. Another was a breakdancing librarian. The studio came alive again. During one contestant's segment, Anne buzzed in with a particularly savage answer to a geography question about capital cities. Bradley paused. "You didn't have to obliterate him like that," he said. Anne adjusted her glasses and said, "Collateral damage, Bradley." The crowd howled. He looked at the camera and said, holding up the warning card from his pocket, "And that is why I'm keeping quiet today." Everyone burst into laughter, including Anne. After filming wrapped, the cast and crew gathered in the green room. The energy was lighter now. Bradley tossed the card labelled, "Mind your banter," onto the snack table. "Bit rich, innit?" he said. "Telling me not to be cheeky. It's like telling a dog not to wag its tail." Anne sipped her tea. "To be fair, you did compare me to a missing cake." "Right, but it was a showstopper cake," he countered. "Flattery after insult," she said, smiling. Classic recovery strategy. Sally walked in, arms crossed, but smiling. "Well, I can't argue with results." Social media swung back in your favor, Bradley. People love a good redemption arc.